Hello, it's John here, British Accents Coach. Welcome. How are you? Today's my fourth accent video focusing on the different geographical locations of London, that being the north, east, south and west. And I'm going to give you a few tips, a few features, some influences of all four. Let's go. But first, what am I saying here? Tower Hamlets.
Tower Hamlets.
Okay, so let's start with North London. Now, one of the biggest influences on the North London accent is Essex, which is northeast of London. So I thought we could do a few features of the Essex accent. The first feature here is called TH fronting, where the TH sound is replaced either by a F or a V sound. For example, North London can be pronounced North London. Another interesting feature is called L vocalization, where a L sound sounds more like a vowel sound. I'll give you an example. You know the word lifestyle? So it can become lifestyle. So here's an example sentence for you to put all of these features into practice. I wouldn't bother changing your lifestyle, alright? Let's move on to geographical location number 2, that is East London, which is the home of, amongst other accents, famously Cockney. So let's look at two features of the Cockney accent. The first feature is called H dropping, and that means basically not saying the H sound when it should be pronounced. I'll give you an example. Hackney, which can be pronounced acne, and Tower Hamlets, which can be pronounced Tower Hamlets. Another feature of Cockney is glottalization. I've mentioned the T glottalization in previous videos with replacing the T sound, but it can also replace the D and the K sound. I'll give you an example. So the name Hyde Park, the famous park in London, can be pronounced Hyde Park. Now, if you take it one step further, you can even say I park. So I have an example sentence for you now. Well, yesterday I got on the tube to Tower Hamlets and then I got a tube back to Hyde Park. Got it? Now let's move on to South London, which can also be pronounced South London. In this part of the video we can say that multicultural London English plays a big part influencing this accent, because there are many cultures living in South London. The first feature is actually non-H dropping, so it's the opposite of the Cockney H dropping, so in fact you pronounce fully the H sounds in certain words. I'll give you an example. You might say, put this hat on your head, man, and you're emphasizing the H sounds there and not dropping them. And another feature is this R sound at the end of words, like the word together or together. You might say in a sentence, let's head home together because the weather is starting to bother me. So let's go to West London, which is heavily influenced by the accent received pronunciation, as this area is the area of middle classes, quite posh area. So let's look at one feature of received pronunciation, which is the feature of this broad R sound. Like in the word, you don't say castle, you say castle, you say path, bath. Now, if you want to give your received pronunciation accent a bit of an edge, a bit more street, then you can add some of the elements of the previous accents into received pronunciation when you're speaking it, okay? So I'll give you an example. I live in a castle in Hackney. By the way, that sentence isn't true. I don't live in a castle in Hackney or anywhere else, in fact. So the point is here that these accents aren't strict. You can find received pronunciation in South London and so on, right? But I was pointing out some features of the accents in London generally. So I hope you enjoyed it. And now all I have to do is say See you later. Bye. And stay connected. I wish I lived in a castle. That'd be so nice, wouldn't it?